So this is Sonic Galactic, the second demo of a game that launched its first demo and announced its presence at SAGE 2020. It's been quite some time since STARTEAM has put something out for us, but with this demo they have given us quite a lot to be able to sink our teeth into. And I did do a little bit here, but I expect that we'll be able to kind of go through the process as normal. So you do have 5 characters that you can play as. Sonic, Tails, and Knuckles, of course, who are all playable here with slight changes to their kit that are implemented by STARTEAM here. And then in addition, you also have Fang the Sniper, who is someone whose profile has jumped up quite a bit recently. He has appeared in Sonic Superstars, and he's also someone who, in the Fangame side of things, is also someone who's a star in Sonic Triple Trouble there too. And finally, we have Tunnel the Mole, who is a brand new character introduced to us by this team. He kind of serves the role of being like the story character. He's already on the island that the other characters are going to, and therefore he's the person who has a little bit more experience with kind of the levels. But we're going to play as Sonic, and we're going to start things off here. They do explain in the manual that this game takes place after Triple Trouble, which I think is fun because people will have played, Triple Trouble 16-bit. And then coming around to this, these aren't necessarily like unknown characters in unknown scenarios. But if you were wondering why Fang is there, that's why Fang is there, basically. Knuckles trying to hold on. Yeah. Hey, how's it going, pal? What do you see? Just leave it to us. Alright, so our first level here, Verdant Isle. It kind of reminds me a bit of Sonic Advance, with enough of the connections, of course, to your classic Sonic Green Hill early level patterns. Yeah, the upper areas are pretty cool. I'm going to keep an eye out for, of course, some rings and some extra stuff that are around here too. There are some secret locations, and when you do land on the checkpoints, they will also spawn their own secrets there too. So I'll be trying to do as many of the secret levels as I can, or special levels, I guess. Just not that one, I guess. So, this game's aesthetic, you can very much tell that they are trying to keep very close to the classic Sonic style. But even then, you can tell that they are making the most out of kind of the art style and the presentation that they have. I mean, this is kind of meant to be what would happen if there was a classic Sonic game put on the Saturn. Oh! And speaking of, here's our special stage. We need to collect 75 rings. And as a little nod to the Saturn era, you do have Can You Feel the Sunshine playing in the background, which I kind of love. It's not exactly Can You Feel the Sunshine, but it's enough. Like, the opening bit is absolutely kind of meant to invoke that. I gotta keep an eye on my time. So whenever you pass the ring there, it will kind of tell you how many rings you have left, basically. If you're able to collect all of them and then reach the end, then you're, you know, in good shape. But otherwise, it will kind of just be a nice little heads up to let you know that you're still got some work to do. I'll talk about this a lot more as I go, but yeah, the music in this game is so good. It's the right mix of, like, what makes Sonic great in my eyes, and especially what makes classic Sonic music great as well. I think I should be good. If not, I can hit this next one. There we go. A Galactic gem. Nice. So they have this one special stage that you can do throughout the demo. It is, if you complete it here and you find it here, then you know you're done. No more of them that you can do. No more Galactic gems that you can collect. So don't keep your eye out for any other ones. Or any other special stage rings, because you're not going to find them. But what you can find is a little extra section here, too. Bonus stage. So this bonus stage is a little interesting. You're pursued by this threatening ball. And throughout, the goal is very simple. Grab as many rings and as many collectibles as you can get in the time that it takes for you to be able to be pursued. If you're able to get all the rings, then you win. But this thing gets faster and bigger as time goes on, and it also will charge at you, so, and pull you in. So it is pretty difficult. The good news is I do have myself a special shield and a blue ring capsule to be able to fight this boss here. There is a boss at the end of every section, very similar to Sonic 3 and Knuckles. I feel like Sonic Mania did that too, but, you know, don't quote me. Goodbye. Nice. This music grows on you very, very quickly, I will say. But yeah, so now, Act 2, we're in the forest, in the leaves. thinking that I still had like 100 rings, but I was actually wrong because I lost them during that fight. Oh well. I'll do the next bonus if I can get to it before I get hit again. I've found that if you're really capable at playing Sonic games, then it's very, I don't want to say it's easy, but it's, you know, you will be able to pick up on this game very, very quickly. It's not like a inherently, I don't want to say inherently difficult, but it's not like a seismic shift to the classic Sonic style in terms of potentially messing with you. But it is a fantastic little game, honestly, especially so far. This is just demo 2. Very, very curious to see what they're able to pull off with the rest of the game. And I was in that mode, like, right around here, actually, which is kind of the funniest part. Like, I was like, oh, like, this is already starting to win me over. But also, I'm a bit of a sucker for the drop dash, as you can see. Games that put that in, and especially put it in without you having to unlock it, like... I've talked about this before when I've streamed Sonic, but it's kind of crazy how the drop dash has become that, like, big seismic change in the space of classic Sonic. Like, I can't imagine a game that, like, emulates the classic style without it. Fangame or otherwise. Nope. What? I went through the barricade. That was weird. Alright. Well, I have the blue ring attachment here, so... probably benefit from picking up another one of those before the end. But yeah, playing this on Steam Deck and also using a third-party controller as well. So, just in case you are wondering, they have absolutely done the requisite work to make sure that this works as needed. This is a little tricky here. Oh no! Let's go. Oh. At least I got the invincibility. Going into the boss too. Hey, Eggman. G-G-M-A-N. Yeah, having invincibility going into that was a little unfair for him. We're keeping it moving. How about that? It's funny, I need one more ring to be able to upgrade here. Oh, what the heck happened? Oh no! Don't send me into the water! I'll have to play a water level. Actually, this isn't a bad water level, honestly. I'm a big fan of the aesthetic that they've got going on here, which, as we'll see in just a moment. Oh. Little bouncies. Coral Garden Zone. So what's really nice about this location is that to help with the problems a lot of people have with water levels. The bubbles that you get in this pretty much stick with you until you hit something. And also these bubble movement things also restore your breath meter too. So I think a lot of people's bigger problem with water levels is drowning. There's very little expectation to drown in this level. Now, of course, you still have to concern yourself with kind of the lower gravity and movement in that regard, but that's no problem. No issue with me. So it looks like if you're close, it'll do the thing where it tries to suction you in. If you're not, then it'll try and blast at you. Oh, 9 rings left. Oh, whoa, okay. My perspective was way off. I thought he was way closer than he was. As you can see, he does speed up just a little bit. Just a little bit! Oh. I'll get it. I'll get it on this one. I honestly am not sure which version. Oh, I love this song, actually. This song is called, like, Mischief or something, but it's kind of like your incidental story music. I really like it. But, I'm not sure which I prefer in relation to kind of the speed-up music for Sonic. Because we just heard it there, me picking up the speed shoes, and then the music speeding up. But I'm used to, in the 3D Sonic games, whenever you get speed-up stuff, them doing a thing where the music changes into something completely different. So, I mean, you know, is it? I mean, I guess it's kind of more of a classic thing, because in the classic levels in Sonic Generations, they speed it up. But also, it being sped up, like, I can't always tell if there's a actual definitive, like, change to your status, because sometimes I'm not paying attention to the speed of the music. Oh, one thing I will say about this, and I hope this is something they change when they move into the full product of the game, is the fact that they don't play any kind of underwater drowning music. Like, mind you, the numbers are there, and you can pay attention. If you're paying attention, then, you know, you'll be able to tell your status pretty much. It's just one of those things where, like, I'm used to hearing that with classic Sonic or any Sonic games, and it kind of threw me a bit off guard when I didn't hear it. I think they do make the music a little bit, like, I don't know, fade the music a little bit. You know, the way that music might sound if your consciousness is, like, you know, fading away type of thing. But it's one of those things where it's like, you know, I guess that's another which do you prefer, you know? Would you prefer to hear the classic Sonic, you know, music, or, you know, drowning music, or would you, what? Hello. Or would you prefer to hear, just kind of the music as is type of thing? mean, honestly, they did spend a lot of time composing this music, so I can understand them wanting to be like, no, like, you know what? We can find another way to show them that. Oh, no. So close to keeping the shield to the end. Oh well. But yeah, the movement in this game feels very fluid. I have obviously only played the full thing, or, you know, enough of the full thing with Sonic. So, I can't speak to whether it feels this fluid to play as every other character, but I can say that if it feels fluid to play as Sonic, like, more fluid to play as Sonic at times, it's probably going to extend to other characters too. I'll hook that in too. Maybe not, dude. Maybe I will. Looks like I did get to keep the shield anyway, so no big deal. This is the one that I was really close to finishing, so... Also, a lot of rings on me right now. It feels dangerous to have this many rings on you. Can't really say why. Oh wow. Yeah, I don't know. I got freaked out there. I thought he was gonna hit me. The perspective on this can be a little tricky to follow. Maybe that's just me. Shift from one perspective to another, maybe? I don't know. Oh. That's it. Oh, come on, please, no! Literally one more left. I just want to do it, you know? I just want to see what happens when you get to the end. I mean, like, surely there has to be some prize for being able to be successful or not. I think it would be interesting if they did a classic kind of Sonic and Tails thing. I don't think it would fit like this game though, you know? Maybe it's like, maybe that's an unlockable or bonus thing, you know? This thing is, it's really going, huh? But yeah, as you can see, those little things, that, and then the bubbles that you can run inside of are all ways to stop you from drowning. So this may be like the most tolerable water level of all time for a large portion of the populace. Obviously, your mileage may vary because some people may like the challenge that a water level presents, but and especially a classic Sonic water level presents, but to me, this is perfectly fine. No issues with the game as they've presented it. Let's go. I really love the backgrounds of this game. There's another region that I'm very excited to show here as well. I didn't finish it, but I did get to it. But you can see, like, we can see that we're on the sea floor at the moment, based off of kind of what we're seeing in the background, and whatever that coral, kind of like enclosed coral is really interesting to kind of look at. And now we're in a completely different space. Our next mini boss here, or next Act 2, Act 1 boss, I should say. It's a big old crab man. So this crab, the idea is kind of to get on this side of him, because you have to hit him up top, or in the middle. He can kind of follow you with the smaller one, but to be honest, it's... Oh, hang on. I'm running out of time, too, actually, here. Be careful about that. Or maybe not. I feel so mad that I lost that many rings at the very end, but what can you do? What I think is pretty notable is that all of these sections here are playable. Usually, I'm used to, like, classic Sonic games, like, being like, okay, we're gonna have you move to the next region. But Coral Garden Act 2 is very different. This is like a bit of a Mobian palace here in the background. This is more of like a Freedom Planet stage, just from its appearance in the background here. But in a good way. Like, I really like the fact that, like, there are these wide and expansive looking regions here. It's not to say that I never look in the background for Sonic, but I feel like there's so much to see when you look in the background, and especially like these levels in particular here, and going forward. So, yeah, there is water running in this, by the way, as well. It's kind of contextual, and you have to be, like, at top speed in order to cross the water. But once you hit a wall, you immediately fall, so... kind of your more traditional water level, a little bit more half-sleeves than underwater the entire time. And of course, depending on which routes you want to take, you can kind of decide how you want to approach that. very, very good time. Yeah, as I said before, if you're very knowledgeable about kind of how Sonic games traditionally work, then you're going to have a really fun time with this. Like, I think that there's enough to explore for you as a longtime Sonic fan that is new and interesting. But there's plenty for you if you're someone who, you know, is someone who might be newer to Sonic and might have been like, oh, I played maybe Sonic Mania, maybe Triple Trouble, 16-bit. This is kind of the next stage, really. Sonic 3, Angel Island Revisited. You're really kind of like someone who's been able to hit on the notes of the classic Sonic anthology, really. I'd say that already this kind of hits that pattern. Like, I think it'd be fair to say that if it stays the course, it can be as great as those. Oh, hey! What are you guys doing? You should be in, what do you call it? Sonic Colors. Oh! Well, there's the submarine that sunk us before. We can get ourselves a little bit of revenge. Anyway, the little mischief music plays the entire time you're in this sequence, which I really like. But basically, the only real way to hide from these guys is to hide behind walls. Otherwise, they are pretty much going to drop missiles on you until you make your way out. The missiles don't hurt you until they blow up, which is nice. So even if it takes you a little bit to figure out how to enter and exit specific regions, you're still doing good. Goodbye. But that's not all. We do once again have to fight Dr. Eggman. She's got this little underwater submersible here. And he has these little things that you have to fight in order to draw him out of hiding. Each of them has their own kind of blasts and their own range that they take, for an example. The biggest thing for this guy here is that they only really come into range to be able to shoot at you. Always a shame when I take a hit at the very last step. Yeah. We saved those fish! They're bouncing around! Someone get them in the water! Luminosity. Whatever. Luminosity City. So this, I think, is the most visually impressive level of all of them. Woo. Very much following in the rich tradition of the Sonic City level in Sonic Mania. This is a very beautiful location. It's almost a little too overpowering at points. Like, I found myself timing out on this stage because I was too busy kind of trying to look around at all the stuff that was around. But that's not a bad thing, that's a good thing. Anyway, so we got these poles. Lots of little Chaos Cola here too. And speed kicks. So what's probably the best part about this is the music. This is my favorite song in the entire game, other than, of course, our Mischief music. Aw, come on, let us in, pal. Which, speaking of the Mischief music... Oh! You're cool. Look at this cool guy. The hell? Oh. So we're not necessarily racing our pal here, but he is present through this stage, it looks like. What I think is interesting about this game is that it gives you the 2 jump buttons, or it gives you 2 buttons to press that you can use to jump. But one of those buttons sets you up for the drop dash, and the other button lets you do your shield power. I kind of like that, honestly, as like a functionality thing, though. It's just something that, like, my brain has to kind of train itself to remember that if I want to use a specific thing, I have to press a specific button a second time, you know? I've not been doing our bonus thing at all, so I'm gonna see if I can hit on that before I wrap up on this stage here. Groove Cafe, Cool Delights. God, what a good song. Oh my god. I love when they do the little samples in there too. Get down. Oh, that's not a barricade at all. It's just a thing. Oh well, better luck next time. Oh. Hey, buddy. How's it going? Where we going, pal? Turbo Tempo Live. Guessing that's who that is. Oh, hold up. Maybe I can do it here. This feels pretty final, so I'm hoping I can pull it off. At least I have 14 lives to step into this encounter, whatever it is. This is the only part of the demo that I'm not super familiar with what's going on, so I'm just as excited as everyone else to figure it out. Oh. But first, I need to be very, very careful not to die. Oh! Tell you what, I'll do these. Because, oh no! I should go with that first, honestly. But anyway, I have speed and I have a shield. Oh, hey, how's it going? Cool guy. Oh, he points. Oh, okay. We're fighting this guy instead. Oh. Alright. Wait, hold on a second. Nights into Dreams is in the background there. And Ristar is in the background as well. Oh, I can't look at the background. I have to pay attention to whatever he's doing here. Honey the Cat from Sonic the Fighters is over there too. What the hell? This is awesome. And they're cheering for me? I'm gonna guess that the robots probably cheer when the robot hits me instead, but... Wonder if they have any Archie characters in here. That'd be the real thing. The real decider. Oh, he's gonna die. Oh, Metal's in the background there. Here we go again. I love a good sample of happy soundtrack. Oh, come on. One more. One more should do it. You're already on fire. Just die. I'm really, like... I'm struggling here because I'm trying to pay attention to the background a lot. And I don't think I can. Oh, come on! Please die. Please die before whatever this is. Oh, no! No. Oh, no! No, wow, this guy is, he's pretty resilient, huh? This is the most I've been hit this entire playthrough so far. I swear to God, the guy next to me is a Mega Man character. Like, that... am I lying? Am I wrong? Like... Oh, they got a new song. Luminosity Act 2. But there is no Luminosity Act 2. Because the demo ends with this. Les. Yeah, so that is Sonic Galactic. What a extremely impressive demo so far. I think that this is I didn't have the opportunity to play the first demo when it first came out, but this is a pretty good statement as far as kind of what you want to be able to put out there. I mean, if you're someone who is a Sonic fan, who has played some like classic Sonic and wants something that is in the same vein as that while trying to do its own thing, this is definitely the right way to do it. The Congressman. I'm gonna skip the credits if you don't mind here. Oh, thank you for playing. Oh, how nice. I'm going to do a level to follow this up as Tunnel the Mole, just to show him off and see what we've got going on here. I think it'll be interesting just to kind of see what he's doing, because he's already on the island, as opposed to all the rest of the other characters. Oh, no. They ruined his island! Luckily, he was able to tunnel like a mole. Oh, that's cute how there are all those rings already. For the actual level. Yeah. So Tunnel has a few unique gifts of his own. Specifically, he tunnels into the ground and looks very silly standing in there. But he can then fly up into the air afterwards. The idea is that you can then use that to bounce over and over and over again off of any surface that you'd like. And it also makes him going both in the downward paths and the upward paths pretty viable if you can find the right spaces to bounce off of. He's pretty quick too. Not as quick as Sonic, of course, but you know. That made me sound like a stan. He's not as quick as Sonic though. LOL, Sonic better. But no, he already feels like some character. He already feels like a character that is very at home, I think, with the cast in terms of playability. Oh, wait, the shoes changed based off of his shoes, it looks like. Tricky to, what do you call them? Spin things. It looks like you can't do it on platforms. You can only do it on the solid ground. I figured he wouldn't be able to do it on the spikes because, like, that doesn't make any sense, but... Oh, I want that blue ring. Should spin dash into it, honestly. But yeah, you get a lot of height off of that, honestly. It's not necessarily a way to skip doing the normal platforming in the game, but it is an option for you. Oh! Do I have a... What? What the hell happened there? I guess he has a different bonus stage, which is interesting. I'm gonna assume that that's the case for all the characters, then. Which is interesting. God, like, this demo has so much in it. There's a competition mode that's hidden in the extras. There's, of course, the ability to replay the tutorial for every character that you can play as. Like, there's a lot going on here. You could tell that they were like, we want this to be as comprehensive as possible. We want this to be a mission statement. And good for you, STARTEAM. Like, this is probably one of the coolest little demos that I've played in a while, Sonic-wise. Or just Sonic things in general. I mean, you know, classic Sonic has never really been my bag. But, this is definitely something that I'll be keeping an eye on. Bouncing all over the place. This is definitely something that I'll be paying attention to, though.